builder. And I said, I want to live downtown in a penthouse. And he looked at me and was like, you'll never be that successful. And walked away.
The teacher said that, bro?
I swear to God, Mr. Tucci. Mr. Tucci. I'll never forget. Real name David Tucci. But it's like, I look at that guy and it's like, you know what I mean? It's crazy because I heard Jay say it once. It's like, people tell you their fears. You get what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck you and your thoughts, because at the end of the day, I know I can be here.
Tell us, who is Leondro?
Just a kid from the west end of Toronto, man. Just a kid from the west end of Toronto that just, you know, is just a blessing to be in my position to tell my story. And, you know, and to be an artist from this great city is just amazing.
Could you tell us, how would you describe your rap style?
Me. It's the best way I can describe it. It's just me. It's you know, growing up from, you know, a Jamaican background, you know, reggae music is so diverse. It's so versatile. So when I you know, taking that music in, you know, creating music now is I can do anything, because that's, you know, that's the music of my culture. You can do anything. It's from angles of artists like Sanchez to artists like Bounty Killer to like Barris Hammond to, you know, Yellow Man. It's so diverse. So to come from that culture, I'm able to do so many different things. So I just like to say, the best way to describe it is me.
What's your opinion of artists exploiting that culture and not giving credit back to where some of the stuff originated?
Well, it's how we look at the word credit, right? Something being copied is credit itself. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, we have songs with these artists that are, you know, with a reggae bass. Do I expect them to know who Barris Hammond is? No, I don't expect them to know who Sanchez is, who Bounty Killer is. You know, some of them might not even know who Beanie Man is. They just might know the song Rum and Red Bull. But, you know, at the fact that they're doing music based off of that culture, that itself is a compliment. And, you know, if they want to, you know, enlighten themselves more about that culture, then that's great, because then they can make better music based on that culture if that's what they want to do. But, you know, it's at the end of the day, just the fact that that's happening is good, because imitation is the best form of flattery sometimes. So,
Who would you say inspired you?
Artist-wise? There's so many. You know, it can trace back to the first album I ever owned was Puff Daddy and the Family, No Way Out. So you have songs like I'll Be Missing You, to songs like All About the Benjamins, you know, different things like that. And, you know, my neighbor, they had the Fugees album. So we used to do a lot of swapping and, you know what I mean, listening to each other's albums. So I'll definitely say those were the two biggest rap influences. And then as I got older, you know, I started, you know, listening more to Project Pat, Gucci Man. We got Jay, we have 50, there's Jeezy, you know, there's Ross, there's Dipset, you know, all, you know, we got Cam, we got Jewels, we have Jimmy. All those guys were just huge influences when it came to music, because I appreciate, you know, the majority of the music that they put out, and it was something I listened to over and over again. So I'll say that all those characters that I named would be my influences. It was always in my blood, man. It's just I started from a young age, you know, with my dad being a sound boy and my brother being a DJ. Like, music was just always there. And I always knew that I wanted to make music, because no matter what it was, I would always, you know, have some sort of fun with creation of music. So it's always been there. And I knew at the early age that this is what I wanted to do. And yeah, man, I'm happy that I was able to push forward and not stop and be in this position. Yeah, man, right now we have the single out with Drew. called "Love Me So Good," and that song is great. It's about the ups and the downs of love, and we also have I'll give you guys a little peep of what we got coming. We have a song called "Super Big," which is we did a little remix with LaTocha Scott from the multi-platinum selling group Xscape. So I'm really excited for that song, and that should be coming out really, really soon. And so yeah, man. So with those two songs, just we're working that, and we got some stuff for the summer, but y'all just gonna have to wait and see. And it's always, yes, Toronto's getting more popularity, but has Toronto changed? Not really. I mean, it's still the same Toronto. It's just now people are starting to pay more attention to us, and because we've always had great musical influences. We can go back all the way to Maestro, and to Shot Clear, to the Rascals, with all these guys that just made amazing songs that were anthems for us. The Cardinals with Bacardi Slang, and like I said, Shot Clear with Let's Ride. Northern Touch. We always had anthems. We always had great songs, and so I'm happy that they set the road and the foundation for Toronto to be where it's at now, because we have the Weekends and the Tory Lanez and the Drakes. It's I'm definitely happy with what's been happening with Toronto, because every single artist before myself has did something to one way or another to put me in a position to be next. Rather so I'm excited for that. Toronto itself is an amazing city. And there's nobody that will come here and tell you that it's not a dope city. It's not happening. But with that, I just hopefully people will align themselves with Toronto, and the same thing with myself. It's the only thing I want people to know about myself is me, and they can hear that in the music, and they'll get everything about me in the music. You can hear everything on leondromusic.com. So that's LeondroMusic.com. Again, LeondroMusic.com. And everything's there, man. From the new single out, like I said, out right now with Drew, to make sure everyone pays attention, because we got that new one coming with LaTocha Scott. So yeah, man, you can get everything there, and all my social media is the exact same. It's at Leondro Music, and again, that's LeondroMusic.